Band crew! It's been 3 weeks since I dropped my last video. I've been starving y'all, man. I need to let you all eat, man. Okay, so today we are getting back on the Superhuman Era. As I said, I'm in my Superhuman Era. Last one we covered was chapter 218 of Superhuman Era. So now we are moving to chapter 219. Let's see. Alright, so in the last chapter, I think we touched on Basilov and Kang being in the pity. No, theirs was different. It was one illusion something, right? Yeah. Anyway, entering chapter 219, the first thing we see is Basilov trying to take care of the guy he punched on accident. You know, because of the illusions, he mistakenly punched this man thinking he was an inhuman. And so now he comes to the realization, a person? Hey, damn, don't close your eyes. Look at his eyes, he's still under the illusion. So much veins in his eye, he's really stressing at this point. Man, these birds, I have to chase them away, bro. Just now I started recording, that's when they came out and started making noise. Before this, they were quiet, bruh. Okay, so he says, damn, don't close your eyes. The guy bleeding through his nose and everything says, you, why, our kid. Okay, he's also under an illusion, thinking of his wife and kid. Man, you can see the despair and sorrow in Basilov's eyes. And from this back, you just know he's carrying so much burden at this moment. And we get to Kang, yeah, where he meets the illusion of Yang. Her name's Yang, right? Yang looks towards Kang and says, gang, bruh, what is all these? Next, we shift to the world of Death Dream, Morphe. The portal opener of the Inhumans. There's Opus Atlan. He's telling him that all their military force is responding to the intruders. So they're all fighting the superhumans that have infiltrated the Morphe Opus. Charlie Tarfo responds, Yukon, tell me the situation on Tulpa's side. Who is Tulpa? Okay, so Tulpa is the one in charge of illusions. The place where Kang and Basilov are. And that's what he cares most about. I don't know why. He says he can hear Tulpa's cries. The transporter says it should be going smoothly. But because that place, the Duarte Labyrinth where they are, they cannot know the exact situation. It seems like only for that labyrinth. Okay, because that labyrinth, Duarte Labyrinth is itself Tulpa's illusion realm. Okay, so the other ones are like real world and stuff, but this one is directly Tulpa's illusion realm. Bro, I have no coordination in this thing. I'm just talking off. I have no flow on this one. Yo, my little stiff with it. It's been long I recorded. He said because the Duarte Labyrinth itself is Tulpa's illusion realm. So now they don't even know what's happening there. They only know that Youngju's power is being used. I don't know who Youngju is. Maybe it's a Tulpa. I don't know. But I've not heard any Inhuman have a Korean name like this. I haven't heard any Inhuman have like a real person named like Youngju. Or maybe they converted the superhuman to an Inhuman. But that doesn't look like that. So as he finishes, he waits for a moment and says, as expected, white hat. It should be white cap. I don't know why they keep changing these things. White cap sounds better. No cap. The transporter, is it Yukon? I'll just say the name is Yukon for now. So Yukon asks Charlie Tarfo if he's keeping an eye on White Cap, Kang. Charlie Tarfo basically says that Kang is the main person of this alliance. Like, if anything happens to him, it will directly affect the whole alliance. He says the survival of Kang is the same as the fate of the Superhuman Union, the Superhuman Alliance. Basically, it is Kang himself that is the heart of the Superhuman Alliance. He says basically, this whole war between the Inhumans and Superhumans is just a fight between Kang and him, Charlie Tarfo. This guy is really raising his shoulder. Does he think he's the supreme leader of the Inhumans or what? Huh? I think the supreme leader of the Inhumans is this person now. Either that one that commands them, the brain, that alien looking guy. What's his name again? Man, I need to brush up my knowledge again. It's been a while. It's either Jack Kayak or that short one. Or, okay, it can't be the immortal Blue Flame Emperor. Anyway, he says this whole war is basically a fight between him and Kang. But he says if it's Tulpa, he can look forward to it a little. So that means the Tulpa is dangerously strong. He can even contend with Kang up to an extent. Or mess with his mind at least. So we cut back to Kang and Yang, or the illusion of her. She said gang. I don't get why she would say gang. It's so crazy. So out of here. Okay, that's what she's calling him. Gang. Who translate this thing, man? We changed the name so much. It doesn't look familiar at all. So Yang asked Kang, you were here too. Says where on earth is everyone? She's asking where everyone is. And then we cut back to Charlie Tarfo and Yukon. Yukon is saying how that domain, the Duarte Labyrinth, Tulpa's illusion realm, is basically his domain of absolute victory. It's his domain expansion, literally, and he always gets victory in it. So basically, they're thinking Kang and Basilov are basically beaten already. Like, this is not a fight anymore. They're just waiting for Kang them to be beaten. He says no intruder will be able to survive. Then he starts thinking to himself, if it's inside the White Labyrinth, he's a guy who even dared to strangle Mr. Charlie Tarfo's neck. He dared to strangle, but did he actually harm Charlie Tarfo though? I mean, hey, you can strangle, but hey, if you don't get the strength, what will happen? Nothing. So basically, there's not really anything. He dared to strangle. That's just talking about his mind, his mental ability, but not his strength actually. So I don't think he can actually do anything to Kang or even Basilov. Maybe Basilov might be beat for real, but Kang, no way. Okay, so we cut back. The Tulpa in the White Labyrinth is laughing. Okay, we don't cut back there, we cut back like to a backstory, not backstory, sure. To a flashback of the fight between Tulpa and Charlie Tarfo. Somehow Charlie Tarfo had ended up in his illusion realm, and Tulpa came out from a wall behind him. Charlie Tarfo turned his head and that's where it cuts. We know that fight was brutal, gang. We just know it's brutal. Charlie Tarfo keeps aura farming. Like, this guy might be he might be the most majestic inhuman, not gonna lie. Jakayak is oral, but this one looks majestic. The whole design is amazing for real. Okay, now we're back to the present, where Yang is talking to Kang, telling him an enemy is hiding somewhere. But before she can even finish speaking, Kang already throws a punch towards her. Bang! Like, check, see the impact. Boom! The whole White Labyrinth shakes. The floor is broken down. Yang flies off. And now the real form of the person is revealed, an inhuman that we've never seen before. And it doesn't look like Tulpa. Okay, we get his name is Orton. Okay, I've seen him before. So Orton is completely devastated by one punch. His whole face gets torn apart. And I think he's going through some and he starts hallucinating, I think. He starts calling to Tulpa, but Kang doesn't give him any space to even talk. He stamps down on him, completely ending his life, snuffing it out. The whole floor shakes, everything is trembling at this point. Tulpa's attention is even drawn there, like he notices a trembling in the whole realm. He's surprised, he looks there. At this point, Basilov is still on his knees, holding the man he killed. His eyes are completely blank. I'm sure it's rage is filling him now, and he gets taken to the past. Okay, it's not him that gets taken to the past. It's Kang's memory we're looking at now. A memory of him and Obangwan, the martial teacher. Obangwan was telling him that an unwavering conviction never loses its way in any darkness. They were saying Kang's conviction is special, and because of how pure his heart is, and his thoughts and his will, he can feel the essence of all creation, even with his eyes closed. So basically, even with his eyes closed, he can know everything. Okay, I don't know what I'm saying, bro. So basically, his will and heart and everything guides him, even when he can't actually see it with his eyes. So even when his eyes are being covered by illusions, his heart directs him to the right place. You understand? Helps him make the right decisions and everything in every situation. He always goes after the truth, and they keep calling him Gang. Bro, this is annoying now. Obangwan says, out of everyone he's ever seen in his life, Kang is the one with the strongest heart. And so we cut back to Kang in the White Labyrinth. And now he's rushing towards Tulpa. And Tulpa on his own is even thinking like, Kang is actually special, more special than Basilov, because he says Basilov is going through something called an erosion already. Basically, the illusions are affecting him more and more, and he's about to lose all reason and be like a kind of puppet for Tulpa. So there's a difference now between Kang and Basilov, according to Tulpa. But there's no way can Basilov be taken off the board just like this. There's no way, gang. I'm telling you, there'll be a reversal soon. Basilov cannot and will not go down like this. I've seen his character. Now, plus this one where he just injured someone because of the illusions, he's going to go completely berserk. I'm sure he'll go to a new level of power now. A new level of power we've never seen before. That's what we're going to get from Basilov. Okay, so Tulpa says interesting. He's not really shivering that Kang is coming for him. He's saying interesting and smiling demonically. He said, just how long has it been since I've seen a being with this level of resistance? However, seems like he has something else under his sleeve. He says it's just a matter of time, superhuman. So basically, he has stronger illusions waiting for Kang. And at this moment, we see Kang come in contact with his friend, Juri's sister. She's wearing an underwater gear, like scuba diving gear kind of. She takes it off, Kang is looking at her, but his eyes widen. So I'm sure at this point, like his heart is not really telling him the truth. Or maybe like the illusions are so much stronger that the confusion is even more. So Jury's sister comes out and says, "Water got into my ears, jeez." Then she asks Kang, who is he? But ain't no way, he must know this is an illusion now because the real one knows him. But he has to get through the mental block because that person was the one that actually helped him when he needed some mental clarity, kinda. I think she was sort of a mentor for him and Jury too. Anyway, Basilov picks himself up, lays the person he mistakenly killed on the wall, stands up, and next thing by his side, Kirillov comes out calling him. Tulpa doesn't want to give this man any break. He doesn't want to give him any rest time at all. Back to back illusions to completely break his mind and erode him. Man, this is wicked. This is wicked for real, one after another. So he looks to Kirillov and Kirillov says, "Aha, I finally found you. What a huge relief." Basilov was asking him if he was wondering. Basilov asks if he was wondering. Basilov asked if he was wondering. Basilov asks if he was wandering around, and Kirillov smiles, laughing, that he was trembling in fear. And that's where the chapter ends. No, they're about to do Basilov so dirty, man. Anyway, this is where the chapter ends. I'm going to do another one for the next chapter immediately. So just look forward to it. I'll be dropping like maybe every 2 days or something, depending on how I can edit, how fast I can edit and export and everything. But anyway, band crew, let's get on with it. Back-to-back drops. Get ready. Subscribe, like the video if you want more Superhuman Era content. We out of here. Band crew, we out. Ciao.